Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into another episode of More or Less. This week I am joined by Umi. Umi is an incredible artist using meditation, sound baths, just really unique experiences to connect with her audience through mental health. We talked all about it on this week's episode. Umi recently released a single this month and there is an EP on the way. So excited for y'all to hear this one, More or Less. These days, we can all use more energy, and Mind Plus Beauty's Wellness Facial Oils will give you the energy boost you need. So, whether you're heading off to exercise, going for a run, or just having a busy day, simply add the Beauty of Energy oil to your face and experience more gain, less pain. It's the all natural way to enhance your energy level, and it's made for everyone. Good for your face and good for you. Available with free shipping at mindplusbeauty.com. That's mind, P-L-U-S, beauty.com. Welcome to More or Less, Umi.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Of course.
How are you feeling today, more or less?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like today is a good day and I'm taking it one day at a time.
I like that motto. One day at a time. I'm all about that.
Yeah, you can't really predict anything past.
Can't control
like right now,
anything.
Honestly.
All about the present. I'm with you.
Yeah.
And what is one thing you need more of?
I need more water, actually.
I got you.
Yeah.
We come prepared with that.
Oh, yeah. I see it over
Hydration
there.
Nation.
I walked in like, I hope they got water because I forgot my water bottle. Nourished. Thank you.
And what do you need less of?
Thinking.
Less thinking.
Yeah.
All right, tell me about that.
I've been in this phase of just like not thinking so much generally. I realized that I got acupuncture yesterday and my acupuncturist was literally like, thinking, not good. Stop thinking. Just move your body. And I was like, okay, that's the icing on the cake to this era I'm in of like, thinking literally offers me no benefit other than making me using my energy up, you know? So I'm like, I'd rather have more energy to smile and talk to friends and stuff, not thinking all the time. Only thinking if it makes me feel good. So less thinking.
Are you new to acupuncture?
I've been going for like maybe 4 years now.
Isn't it great?
It's so good.
I love it.
It's
changed my life.
It is so subtle but so powerful at the same time. I've been studying acupressure too.
Yeah?
Recently, yeah.
What do you think?
I love it. I think it goes into my songwriting, but I have a subtle sense, like I have like a sixth sense for energy, and so I can just feel people's bodies and be like, oh, you need to do this. And then I started learning acupressure and I was like, whoa, I was doing that the whole time.
So what does that look like? Is it like reading books? Is it YouTube videos? Like, where are you gaining your knowledge?
Right now I'm reading books and YouTube videos, and when I go get acupuncture, I ask my acupressure lady a bunch of questions, and
So when you're on the road, are you able to find like acupuncturists, or like what is your wellness routine on the road?
That's such a good question. Right now, I don't do acupuncture on the road. I'm going on an Asia tour. So when I go to China, I'm hoping to do like traditional acupuncture there. But generally, my routine, meditation is just a big part of my routine. And I don't stick to like one specific form of meditation. It's like what I need that day. But I really make it a point, especially on tour, not to start my day without at least 5 minutes to myself. And exercise is really big for me too. Like if I don't exercise for a while, I could feel it in my brain and my body. So no matter where I'm on tour, I always make time to exercise.
At what age did you take interest in meditation?
I took interest in high school. My senior year of high school, I remember I graduated and I was like, I am so anxious. Like every day I'm so anxious. And I'm like, I cannot live the rest of my life like this. I will die if I live the rest of my life like this. This is like too much. And I was like, I'm going to take matters in my own hand. And I just started watching YouTube videos, and the YouTube suggested gave me this 10-minute meditation. And I did that, and I had never experienced that much peace in my brain before. I literally started crying. And since that day, I was like, whatever this thing is, I'm going to learn about it, and I'm going to dedicate myself to it because it's so good for me.
What's your opinion on like the traditional meditation apps?
Oh, I never even asked that. My thoughts on
I'm curious because I feel like you are such a great advocate for meditation, and
you.
people have like a mixed experience with those apps. So what has been your experience?
I think they're a great place to start. I think a lot of them give you the foundation and the tools to make it a habit. I just think everybody is so unique that not a single app can ever serve all your needs. So it's important as you're using an app to just like check in with yourself, like what's working, what do I need more of? And I think that creates a holistic experience. Because right now I use like 2 apps. I use YouTube, I use myself, I use sounds. Like I just have like a whole toolbox, and I feel like for me that's what works best. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your meditation shows that you've been doing, those experiences. What has that been like to bring that part of you to your audience?
I love my meditation shows. Even when I do my regular performance shows, my VIP experience is always a group meditation. So cool. I think I just feel it's deep purpose, like what I feel I'm meant to broaden my platform, expand the music so that I can also share the message of mindfulness and meditation hand in hand together. And I just witness people's lives changing right in front of me. Like, I just know a lot of these people would never have access to this information if they didn't have someone guiding them through it. So I always just feel very fulfilled afterwards. And also to connect with people on that level is so important. Like, I never want to be the artist that feels like so out of reach that you don't see yourself in them. Like, I want someone to be like, oh, she looks like me, or she feels like me, or she's gone through similar things like me. And I think experiences like that make me more real to people. Yeah,
totally. What are it's like a very real question. What is the difference in like vibrations when you're performing live versus being in that intimate like sound bath experience with your fans?
You know, I think I could start with similarities. I think in both cases, I'm leading. Like when I perform, I don't just think about like, how do I come on here and entertain, but I'm also like, how can I lead people through an experience where the show itself is helping you release energy and helping you connect to yourself. And I don't have to make it so obvious, but by the end of the show, everyone's like, I don't know why I feel better. And I'm like, it's the intention, baby. Like, I spent months really thinking about every part of it. But the difference, I think, is the meditation, everyone's eyes are closed, and the shows, everyone's eyes open. So it's like they're seeing physical me, and then I think in the meditation shows, they're like feeling the non-physical me. And I think it allows for like 2 different meetings in a way.
Yeah, that's so wild. That's so interesting. What a great experience. And
Thank you.
I love that you touched on the accessibility portion of it, because I think that's a big piece of just mental health and wellness that is not talked about enough, is just how inaccessible it can be. So kudos to you. It's incredible that you're bringing that experience to your people and letting them experience it in real time and giving them the opportunity to do so. It's amazing.
Thank you.
How long have you been doing those shows?
These shows, 1.5 years now.
So coming out of COVID, you brought it to people.
It was something I did virtually. So during COVID, I was doing like college meditation shows and stuff and teaching meditation virtually.
What a cool concept. I am like so amazed by this. I wish I had that in college. Holy cow.
It's so awesome. A lot of like wellness groups at the colleges would book me, or even like actual like spring fling and stuff. They would have me come teach meditation as a part of their showcase. And I'm like, that's so wild. And I also have this YouTube series called Full Moon with UMI, where I like talk about different spirituality concepts, mindfulness concepts. So it was all something I did on the internet for a long time, and I brought it to the real world recently. When
it was virtual, did you still feel that power of human connection through a screen?
Yeah, I think so. I think everything's different in person. But I think the beautiful thing about meditation and spirituality is like so much of it is just non-physical. Like, you don't have to be sitting next to someone to share energy or to share a spiritual communication. And so I felt like distance doesn't really shift the experience, but being able to hug someone afterwards and to be there while they're crying or smiling, just like, I think that's what life's about. It's about the physical.
Yeah, you know, absolutely. Tangible. I love that so much.
Thank you. You have such good questions.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So fun.
Yeah, I'm just so curious. Like, I think you're the coolest person ever. I'm like so excited. I just feel like what you do is so unique. And I mean, regardless of how you're incredibly talented as a musician, but to bring that spiritual part of you to people is really something special and rare. So thank you for everything you're doing. I think it's amazing.
Thank you.
I want to go back a little bit. You were mentioning that exercise plays a really important role in your life.
Yes.
What are some of your go-to workout routines? Are you a gym girl? Are you a workout class girl? What's your jam?
Ooh, right now I'm a gym girl.
Okay.
I used to be a track girl. So
Really?
I was like running competitive track. I was in the Junior Olympics. Like I have a state record with my little sisters in the relay. Like I have these little random facts about me.
The more you know.
Right? So I was like deep in track world, but now I really enjoy going to the gym. I lift weights. I do a lot of like kettlebell exercises. But my approach now is I see my performance as being an athlete. I'm running around, I'm singing, I'm like, so it's important for me to be physically able to communicate like the performance I have in my head. So I have this trainer and we focus all on performance training, which is so unique. I think it's this new thing he's creating. So he'll look at my show and be like, okay, you jump a lot on your toes, so we're gonna do like these calf strengthening exercises paired with this endurance. And I'm like, whoa, your brain.
So technical.
So technical.
Wow. Yeah, I remember being amazed. I think like Miley Cyrus posted a video a few months ago of her singing on the treadmill and just belting on the treadmill. And you really think about it like as a consumer, there's so much stamina and endurance that goes into a live show that you do have to really be in shape to sustain it long term.
Especially on the road, like back-to-back shows, you really have to be on your A game, I think, to put on a quality performance. So I'm grateful, like doing music keeps me in shape. Like it gives me a really deep reason to stay healthy and stay connected.
Are there days where you want to skip gym day?
Oh, honestly, yes. But
and how often?
How often? You know what it actually is? I stopped going like every single day. Like I had a phase where I was like, I need to go every day or every other day. And that's when I didn't want to go. And now I go twice a week.
Okay.
And I go and try to do something outdoors on the weekend, like go swim, go hike. And so taking the pressure off of it has actually made me really love to go. Like I'm like yearning to go back to the gym. I used to never feel that way, and I think it's because I took the pressure off.
I would love to get to a place where I'm yearning. And ironically, I'm dating a personal trainer.
Really?
I would love for the day that I feel that way about fitness. I think it takes some teetering and like trial and error for what works for you, because it can be a struggle.
Yeah, and also like the right time to work out too, because I'm definitely not a 6 a.m. workout girl. Like my workouts are all at 1 p.m., like middle of the afternoon, because if it's early in the day, my motivation is like...
So you start the day with a meditation or some form of breath work, and then the afternoon will be like your hardcore workout.
Yeah, like I'll meditate, then I'll eat, and then I'll work out. I used to not eat and just like go to the gym too, and then that made it worse.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm hungry, I'm grumpy, and now I'm forcing myself to go to the gym. Like it's too many factors playing against my motivation, you know? So the midday is perfect. You're like, meditate, I eat, I got a little bit of work done, made a few calls. Okay, time to clear my mind, go work out, and then I feel like I got my day started again, take another shower. It's like a reset. It's like a reset.
I like that. I always feel like people are usually morning or evening.
Yeah.
Midday is interesting.
Midday is nice. Splits the day up in 2 parts.
Is the gym empty midday?
Actually a lot emptier than later in the afternoon. Yeah.
Well, good for you, girl. 2 days a week.
Thank you.
That's more than I'm doing right now.
Try my best. My goal now is to keep it up on tour, because it can be a little difficult to keep it up on tour.
Well, are you staying in like a bus, or are you able to access like hotel gyms?
Yeah, I'm going to be in hotels this time. So I think that'll make it easier.
Yeah, if it's there, you know, you can make time. I even hear like there's a hotel in my gym. I purposely didn't pack workout clothes because I knew it wasn't going to happen. But you know what? My last trip to LA, I did do the hiking thing. I got outside a lot more. I knew I was going to have the time to do so. And this trip, I knew I wasn't. But that's even more reason that when I get home, I know I got to get my butt back into shape.
Comes in waves.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to like step away from it to want to do it, in my opinion.
My thing is yoga. I'm really, really into yoga.
I love yoga.
And there's times where I'm doing it every day. And then there's times where I'm doing it like once a week. And I want to be consistent with it. But life isn't consistent.
Yeah.
We started off this conversation with that. Like, you cannot control what's beyond the present.
I think that's why I've had to let go of like one rigid form of meditation or one form of yoga, because it just doesn't fit my life. Even being like, I only meditate at this time, it just doesn't work for my life. But I just make it a point. I make go more broad. Like, I will meditate today. Like, that's the rule. Or I don't even like the word rule. That's like the self-love practice that I have for myself. But yeah, when I get stressed out when I have to do something like that that's supposed to be for myself, if I make it into a rule, and it just makes me not want to do it anymore. Like a discipline, yeah. Because I think there's a difference between like being disciplined and committed and like forcing yourself to do something. I think that's when it becomes not fun and not beneficial at all anymore. So I've been trying to walk that line more carefully. And I will say, I think for certain people, the rigidity of it can be really great for their mental health of like, I know I'm going to do this. That, like, I think people just have different types of brains, so we can't put one right answer to it.
Some people thrive on structure and routine and really need that.
Oh, yeah.
I was just talking to a friend who's in that position of just really seeking a routine. And I think it's hard when you're in music or any form of like an entertainment or creative industry to find that. Even for me, like, I work for myself and it's on me to create routine. I don't have to clock into an office anywhere. Like, it is on me to define my day with structure. Are you more of a structured person, or were you in the past?
I was a very structured person in the past. Like,
and you know why I ask? Because you were saying how anxious you were when you were younger.
And I think that's why. It was a control thing. Like, every night before I go to sleep, I color code my schedule for the next day.
That's
and
so
like,
type A. That's
yeah,
so
I was so
type A.
type A. I was so type A. Like, and then when I was in college, I was like scheduling everything. Like, this is when I do my homework. This is when I will go out, and then I will come back and do music. It was just so like square kind of thinking, and nothing's wrong with that, but I don't think my personality is like just square thinking. It's like rainbow and like cloud, and then sometimes it's square. I have like both sides of me, so I learned when to turn it on and when to turn it off, because I'm definitely not like I'm floaty, but I'm not super floaty. Like, if I don't have a certain type of groundedness, that also makes me anxious and makes me feel like I don't have like a direction. So it's a nice balance of, I don't know exactly what I'm doing tomorrow. I have a few anchor points of what for sure is happening. And then I know like things I enjoy that I can, in that moment, decide what I want to do is more how I live my life.
Are you a to-do list person at all?
I am.
Okay. You're a list person.
Yeah,
you like crossing it off. Are you like a daily or a weekly?
I'm just like a general.
Like, like whatever comes to mind. Like,
it's like priorities and then not priorities. And then whenever I get to it. Yeah. I just, if I put too many, you have to get these 4 things done or else, and I don't get it done, I just like hurt my own feelings. So I just try to be more real with myself.
And when you say like floatiness, do you mean like you want a certain level of stability?
Yeah, I think, yes. What do I mean by floatiness? I think, for example, I have some friends who are just so cool with like, I wake up today, I don't know what I'm going to do today.
Go with the flow.
I'm just going to go with the flow and figure it out. And I like have like maybe 60% of that in me. But if it's like too many of that in a row, I'm just like, what am I doing with my life? Like, I need some type of perspective. And my friends are like, I don't like to think too far into the future. And I'm like, we all have different brains.
It's very true.
Yeah.
It's very true. Do you feel like your health needs to be scheduled into your day? Our morning coffee, our supplements, our skincare, we're limited on the products that help us maintain a balanced lifestyle in an easy, healthy, and convenient way. So our friends at NEURO Functional Gum and Mints did exactly that with their nootropic blends that enhance your health and wellness into something intrinsically convenient, affordable, and portable. We at More or Less have loved these energy and focus mints with a patented formula of B vitamins, L-theanine, and natural caffeine to give us the energy and mental endurance necessary to stay focused and energized without the crash or jitters. I've been hyping up NEURO for quite some time, so I'm super excited to partner with them for another season of More or Less. If you'd like NEURO by your side too, use the link in our description and use code MOREORLESS for 10% off your first purchase of NEURO Gum and Mints. I know sound healing is really, really important to you. Mm-hmm. When did that passion come through for you, and when did you find the benefits of sound healing?
Such a good question. I have a friend, her name is Jenna, She's a really amazing sound healer. And she's the one who introduced me to it, honestly. She just got sound bowls one day. I was like, you want to play with my sound bowls?
Yeah.
Maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And she would just give me sound baths. And I started looking into like YouTube videos for sound baths. And then I started to realize, without realizing it, my music had a healing element to it, whether it was the way I was singing, the notes I was choosing. So then I realized, wow, I have a natural calling to this. So then I invested and got myself some colorful sound bowls and started reading more about sound healing. And since then, it's just been like up interest in like alignment.
That's so cool. I think I've mentioned this on the show, but I know someone that records music like only in the love frequency. It's like, and all her music is in that, and she's a firm believer that like music in that frequency heals and uplifts, and I believe it too because she's a great performer and her music's wonderful. I just think it's so fascinating the way music impacts our bodies.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
It's one of those non-physical things. I think that's where people are turning to now. It's like, I feel like we've maxed out all the things we can do physically and like see and experience physically, that we're like, oh, the discovery requires trusting in things unseen. And I think sound healing is one of those things. You just feel it and you know it. And I also think that's why women are big leaders in the sound healing world, because we feel and we are so connected naturally with the non-physical so easily. I think that's why we feel so much.
Yeah. I'm such an empath, but I do really believe in like energies and being able to connect with people. I think that's the most special thing in the world. And I'm glad we were talking about like the difference between on screen versus like in person. Like, there's something so different. Even in therapy, like I was talking about this the other day. My current therapist is virtual, and I've just been really having a hard time with getting the most out of the sessions through Zoom. I think it's just Zoom fatigue in general, and there's just so many different things you can pick up in a therapy session, like body language that you don't get behind a screen. So there's benefits to both, I think, but everyone is so different and has their own preferences around that. But
I agree. In person is just different.
Yeah. It hits different, as they say.
It does.
Are you interested in like herbalism at all?
I am. I was studying that for a little bit, and then I realized I think that's for my later years of life. Yeah. Like, I want to become a herbalist later. But even right now, like in my car, I have my little like my supplement bag.
I was just gonna ask you, like, what are your go-to supplements?
Ooh, I love that question. My go-to supplements right now are moringa. It's kind of like a multivitamin in one. Sea moss for my energy. Okay. It helps me a lot. Valerian root. I'm like, everybody take valerian root. It's so good for anxiety, for like just, it calms your nervous system instantly. It's like a little like droplet tincture. So I take valerian root.
Is that the only form it comes in?
I only take it like that, but I wouldn't be surprised if it came in
like a capsule or okay.
It definitely comes in like tea form, because I've been like making tea with valerian root too, but I usually take it. I love tea. I have like a little herb cabinet where I have like all my herbs, and I've been studying like mixing herbs for different times of day, for energy. So it's a big interest of mine, and I think I'm patiently letting it unfold.
So those are like your top 3 supplements?
Those are my top 3. Yeah, those I always take. There's this other one called saffron that I think is really
I've heard good things about saffron.
Yeah, good for moods. I think it's really great for women to take, especially. I take that around my cycle. It helps me stay calm. So yeah, those are my main ones. And then I have my other ones I take depending on my needs.
Yeah, do you have any good ones for gut health?
For gut health, I feel like I'm more of like a fruits or like specific things to eat, like doing celery juice. Like drinking celery juice is really good for your gut. Just drinking a lot of water, especially alkaline water, is good for your gut health. Watermelon, coconut water are also really good.
I love both of those.
Those are so good. When I have any digestion issues, also around my cycle especially, I'm a coconut water girl. It eases all my gut things. And I had food poisoning once for a little bit. I just did coconut water and watermelon for 2 days. That was all I ate, and it like completely reset. Those would be my tips.
And for those listening, there is ginger and turmeric in Umi's drink right now. Yes, and that is supposedly very good for gut health.
And it's good for immunity too. I've been boosting this up before
because
tour.
you're on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's the way to do it.
Thank you. And there's this I don't know if you've heard this person named Medical Medium.
No.
He's an amazing author, amazing, just like channeler, but how do I explain him? He's written so many books on how you can heal your body, mind, and soul with food. Pretty much any disease, anything. He has a recipe for how you can heal it, different juices, smoothies you can do, and I swear by it. Like,
yeah,
I had a cough a couple weeks ago, and I was like, what does Medical Medium have to say? Like, before I go and take anything, I'm like, what do I eat? How do I change my diet? What for this? And it's been life-changing, so I'd recommend him.
They say that what you put in the inside of your body totally reflects the outside of your body and how you approach your day. And I got to get better at that, admittedly. Not good. Don't have the best diet. I've been out here eating terribly.
It happens.
Everyone. Yeah, I came to LA and I'm eating awful, terrible. I've been having burgers out here. I don't eat burgers ever. But I came to LA and I'm eating a burger. But I do believe that, like, what you put into your body absolutely reflects, like, your energy levels, your mood, like, it's all connected.
I think a lot of the things people experience in modern day society could simply be healed by shifting what they eat in a long-term way. Like, I have no problem with doing, like, when I go on my Asia tour, I don't know what the heck I'm gonna eat, but I'm gonna eat whatever I want to eat. Like, I think it's natural to have periods of eating whatever and not labeling food, but I think it's more important to think of, like, what am I long-term eating? What are my eating habits in a long-term level? But yeah, I always think about that. People I feel like complicate a lot of these different diseases or different things we go through, and we try to fix it by taking pills or and asking, like, what's wrong with me, instead of just being like, what shift can I make?
I think that's like a Western medicine versus Eastern medicine kind of push and pull as it tends to go.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing as we were talking about acupuncture earlier. Like, that's not the go-to remedy for a lot of people, but it's so life-changing. It can really open up. I mean, I'm a chakra kind of guy.
Yes.
Like,
crack them open.
It opens up your chakras. Like, I started going because I have really bad TMJ and I get headaches and I have tension headaches. So it's been really helpful to just relax the muscles. We clench our faces so much. If you're listening to this or watching this, unclench your jaw, because you're probably clenching.
I literally just did it right now. I was like, oh, I was clenching.
Yeah, you don't even know. Or squinting, like, all of that creates so much facial tension. And acupuncture has been just a really great release for me to do that. But it's not something that I originally thought of when I realized I had TMJ. It's like, okay, well, how can I fix it immediately?
Yeah.
Whereas, like, acupuncture is, you know, a long-term remedy.
Yeah.
So again, I think it comes back to the Western versus Eastern.
Yeah. There's, like, times and places for each. And I feel like the new, like, philosophy is, like, blending the best of everything into one.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think, like, the next generation too is really interested in kind of pushing boundaries around that. So I'm excited for the evolution of society.
Too.
Yeah. I have a good feeling.
Excited. I have such a good feeling.
Yeah.
I always go, like, if we really think about it on a bird's eye view scale, we just started, like, not killing each other recently, like, in terms of, like, on a mass level. Like, we really are just starting off in our evolution, so it doesn't surprise me where we're at. And like you, I just get excited about where we're going. There's such good to come.
Yeah, I have a good feeling about, like, the health and wellness world, and I think it's becoming a hopefully more accessible space that people can find what works for them. And I don't know, I have a good feeling. I try to be optimistic around that.
Me too.
So, Umi, I have one final question for you.
Yes.
And it is, what is something you've done today, this week, it's the start of a new month, that has put your mental health in priority? How are you taking care of you?
How am I taking care of me? I've been actually choosing to meditate more recently, like doing a midday check-in. And I've been choosing meditations that, like, move my body. And it's been helping me stay grounded and not too in my head recently. And I've been trying my best to eat 3 meals or more every day, like, not skip meals.
That's a tough one.
It's easy to skip a meal.
Yep.
But then I'm like, the price I pay for that is too
Which
great.
one do you normally skip?
Lunch.
Okay.
I know I cannot start my day without eating, but I can like coast through the middle of the day if I don't eat. But that crash too hard, and then also I feel like it builds up over time, like fatigue in my body. So
do you do like snacks instead of a full meal?
Not even.
I don't
even snack. I just drink water.
Yeah.
But I'm hungry, so I've been eating really well, and
That's
it's been reflecting in my clarity in my mind, energy in my body. So I'm happy about that.
Amazing. Well, you have such amazing energy. I'm
Thank
so excited for you. I'm so glad we got to do this, and thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me. Thank you, everyone.